All right, so my weekly outlook, basically what I'm expecting each pair to do. If it's in my zone, I only looking for two things to happen. Either price breaks out, gives us a retest, and we'll look to ride it to the next zone, or it breaks below, gives us a retest. So if I see it in my zone, I'm just gonna move on to the next pair because you already know that I'm waiting on a break and a retest. So UJ, waiting on a break and retest. Would really love to see price break these levels here, this area, more so than my zone itself. I want to see price get higher than this. So this is a possibility. This happens, we'll take the trade up to the next zone. It's about 100 pips if this happens. If not, we write it down. Another 100 pips. EA, EA's EA is in the middle of my zone. Price played around this level here. See, we got previous support here, previous resistance. Could potentially go back up. I like this area here because I see a lot of support and resistance here. And it could possibly go back down. I don't like to trade from the middle of my zone. I won't catch it here or here. So EA for a long-term setup, I'm not really gonna be fooled with EA this week for swing trades. EN. See why price played in this area. See resistance here. Get in a little closer. Support here, resistance here. On to the next pair. It's in the middle, so I'm really focusing on it later on in the week. If it finds support here, then we can look to possibly buy it back up. GJ just been dropping. I see this resistance level here. I see the support here. Price could potentially keep dropping, but I would love to see price find support here so you get a good entry to ride it back up or a break and a retest on the other side. As it stands right now, let's go down to the hour. Force the trend line. pay close attention to this level here on the 15-minute. Price struggles to break this level. See all the support, resistance, resistance, resistance. I'll pay close attention to this area here. If you're looking for scalp or intraday setups, I'll pay close attention to this area here to see how price react along this level. And I know we are on the 1 minute, and that's why I'm not too hard and fast on this trend line with this break and retest here, because we're on the 1 minute time frame. The higher time frames rule. But you can always take your analysis down to the 1 minute once it corresponds with what's going on the higher time frame. And for this one here, resistance, it's not really corresponding for me. I believe I change pair. So GN is in the middle of my zone, not gonna fool with it. I can touch on that in a minute. So looks like I don't have anything charted on this ECAD. Just mark it up right quick with just the last high and the last low on the day. Go down to the 4-hour. I personally don't like when my charts aren't drawn up beforehand. There's no problem marking it up now. But I just don't wanna, I wanna put a zone here because I see a lot of support and resistance along this level. If you follow the crosshair, you will see a lot of support and resistance on this level. And that's where price is now too. So I don't want to be biased with my analysis. Resistance, support, 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 potential support here. I would say let's wait for some more candles to print on ECAD to see if price does find support here. And if it does, our target will be up here to the zone. If it finds support. J in the zone, waiting on a break and retest on either side. And then we could jump in once we get that confirmation. No confirmation, no trade. EU is in the middle of my zone. I do see this support over here, this resistance here. So in a sense, this whole area for support and resistance, even though this is a minor zone to me because it's in the middle of my zone, this would probably be in my TP2 if I was in it from a sell up here. Keep in mind that I see this trend line here. Possibly, if price finds support here, it's a possibility that we could get maybe 30 pips in it. That'll be considered an intraday trade, not because of the pip count, but I think it'll get there pretty quick because of the support that it's finding. Price finds support, is going to shoot away from it. UCAD. It's not clear. It's not clear to me right now. I don't want to force the trend line. The price has been moving down. Let's put the fib on it. $7.86. Price shot up. A lot of wicks here. Could potentially get another drop down. Engulfing candle here. Previous support turned to resistance here. Engulfing candle. Price could continue coming down. 40 pips. I'd actually wait for price to drop back down here and see if it respects the trend line. If it respects the trend line, then we'll know we go in to buy it. If you're an aggressive trader, you could hop in now for the sell if you're aggressive, because of this support turn to resistance here. These 3 wicks that I told you guys about before, along with this engulfing candle, price went back up to the body of the candle that got engulfed. See this wick here would activate the sell limit. Could have potentially been in a couple of pips profit. 5, 8, 4 pips. Nothing much. So I see it as I want to see how price reacts when it comes back down here. This would be my deciding factor if I'm going to take the trade or not. If price actually comes back down and finds support here, because we have one touch here, another touch here. We missed this one. Let's see if we catch this one here and ride it back up. If it finds support here, we buy it up there. Trailing our stop loss once we get the profit, we'll be good to go. Price could very well continue drop. If it breaks this trend line, I want to see a retest of the trend line, and then I'll look to sell it. GA, want to see if price finds support here on the zone. If it does, we're looking to buy it up. because price just been dropping, no real pullback. I'm expecting a real pullback. I'm expecting price to find support here on this zone and then take off to the upside to give us a pullback. Can't really draw a trend line because we really don't have another touch. So it'll be more or less waiting on price to actually do a pullback. If it does it anywhere along this trend line from here to here, it'll be a good time to sell back down to the zone. But for where price is now, let's look for price to find support here so we can buy it up. GU is now outside of the zone. I'd love to see price move up a little higher and then come back down. Then we can look to buy it. Again, no real pullback. Small moves. Small moves. We're looking for a real pullback because we're on the 4-hour. Looking for a real pullback. It's just been dropping, no real pullback. That's how the market moves. Goes up, pulls back. Don't happen like this all the time, where it's that pretty. But ultimately, that's what we're looking for. Something similar to this, and that's where the trend line comes into play. Sorry for junking up the chart, but price broke, retest, found support, almost like a double bottom here. Not the one that I call trades from. Yes, that is the Elliott wave. It is the Elliott wave. 3 to 5 wave. You get to see it on the chart. Move, pull back, move, pull back, move, pull back. Like I say, it don't be that pretty, but that's what it is. That's how the market moves. No matter where you go it up or down. You get the move, pull back, move, pull back, move, pull back. Same thing I drew going up. This is it coming back down and then going back up. So that's Elliott's wave. That's what it is. That's how the market moves. That's how I look at it. So whenever I looking at a move, I use trend lines because I'm waiting on that pullback. I get that pullback, I could draw my trend line. One touch, two touch. If I miss this one here and I wait on the third touch. It's the third touch here. I could enter here now. Ride it up. Wait for price to come back down. If it happens to break it, I'm waiting on a retest. And I'm looking for it to drop. So I pay attention to the trend line. So that's basically what I look for in the market for these areas here, where price finds support and resistance. This resistance, turn to support here, so on and so forth. All right. So GU. I'm just looking for a good place to enter. I'll clean that off later. US 30, it found support on us. I think last week I did the market overview where I was looking at this level here. Price did find support, or at least wicks in this area here. What I look for, double bottom. First touch in the zone, second one has to be cleared outside. Clear indication to buy it. Again, we have no historical data to go back in the past to see if price broke this level here. So for me to take this buy, I need price to break this level and retest it for me to buy again. Price to go higher, come back down, find support, and we go ahead and we can buy it. I don't really fool with Bitcoin. I really don't trade it. I use the weekend to try to relax and catch myself. I don't really trade Bitcoin. USD CHF in the middle of the zone now. Price could continue going higher. I would like to see it come back down and retest this trend line. Go back up. One touch here. Touch. Retouch. Price broke. I'd love to see it come back down. Retest it to give us that confirmation. And then we could buy it up. Oil. Oil could potentially keep on dropping for right now. I don't really have this charted. But I'd love to see this come down here and then we could buy it up again. Or once price moves higher, creates a new high, come back down and retest it to this level here where price found resistance. If it finds support here, we can look to buy it up. Everything with the alerts is the 15-minute. Everything with the alerts are 15-minute. That's just to help you make money while you're learning. It does have these stuff that I'm talking about with the break and retests and support and resistance. The alerts do use certain levels on the market to help you make money, but the education should be your focus. The trade's gonna always be there. The alerts, the idea is gonna always be there. It's just up to you to plug them in and just use your time wisely. You don't have to worry about finding trades for yourself because you're focusing on the education. That should be your biggest goal right now, to try to master trading. Gold looks pretty good right now. Watching this level here where price is now, all this support, all this resistance. For me to take this trade on a buy, price would need to go higher, come back down, retest this level, and then we could buy it up. Price continues to struggle along this level, and I'll be looking for candles to print to show me that the market wants to just drop. Exactly. All right, so that's all the pairs that we're using this week. I think that's 15 pairs, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, gold will be the last one on this list. Gold. Yeah, cool. So we went over all the pairs. If you guys want a chart, let me know. I will be available this week. You guys have any questions, concerns, let me know, and we'll see how best we could assist. All right. Someone had